Hello, this is Roxana with Step on Your Fears. Fear and showing off. Wow, do we have this fear or not? And it's not about us most of the times, at least this is how we feel at first. It's about how other people are going to react when we want to simply have us go out there, spread the message, do a video, show off our great Christmas tree masterpiece like the one I have behind me. Not that I want to show off or anything, but we kind of have this unease when it comes to sharing the things that we have with other people, because we think that we may be judged. We believe that some people don't have what we have and we are going to make them feel bad, or we simply are ashamed to show more of who we are. Now, I have had this. I've had all of this because I only talk about the things that I have myself experienced, because otherwise I would not be able to get an explanation and a solution to this. And as I grew up, I remember that I would be really ashamed to go out in public wearing a certain clothing and having my hair arranged in a certain way. Is this the reason why I'm wearing this wonderful, beautiful hat, to show off? It could be, because it means that I have finally conquered this fear. But it is amazing how we create these very strong scenarios in our minds, and we believe that that is the reality that defines us. We really believe that people are going to think exactly the way that we in our mind create the script, but it has nothing to do with anything and anyone on the outside. Nothing that happens on the exterior has to do with how you need to see yourself. You know that I have spoken about this so many times, a lot of times, and there are a few concepts that I feel that I should constantly repeat, but maybe with different terms, with different ideas and thoughts, just so that you can get a feel of my perspective on what I think that a free person's mind should look like. In order to be completely free, you need to let go of any judgmental thoughts that you have for other people, and mostly for yourself. We are such harsh, rude critics of ourselves that we think that this is what other people are going to say and are going to think about us as well. But this is really wrong. Things do not go like this at all. You see, your inner world, your interior universe is what you build based on deciding what are the thoughts, the words, the ideas, the scripts, the scenarios, and the objectives that you decide to have as your own. I want you to be very conscious when you label certain people, certain experiences, objects, certain concepts, because nothing is bad or good. Nothing is positive or negative until you decide it is. Everything is neutral. Simply visualize a very straight line without ups and downs, without anything else disturbing you. And this neutral line is actually where everything stands in front of you in terms of people experiences, your life, your amorous life, your professional life, and all of the things that define who you are as a person and who you want to be. Now look at this line and simply begin to choose only the thoughts, the ideas, the people, the experiences that you define as being good for you, as being positive for you, because X is not good or bad or nice or wrong or awful or decent or indecent. X is how you see it to be. X is how you choose it to be. And I remember that E. Harv Eker said this several times in his webinars, and I could not be more, I could not be happier, and I could not be more grateful than to share all of his great knowledge. He's an amazing educator. He's the best of the best in getting your mind aligned with who you want to be and who you are. And he says this: if a certain person, experience, or object is harmful for you, it's because other people most of the times have said this to you. Maybe your parents, your educators, your teachers, the community priest, the politicians, TV have told you that these things are either good or bad, but you are the one who decides. Let me give you an example. Now, I have moved from Belgium. It was more that I had to. It was not necessarily something that I consciously, happily decided, because it was the pandemic. I was expecting my baby girl back then, and everything got aligned so that I come back here in my native country, Romania, in beautiful Timișoara. Now, can I label this as good or bad? Well, I simply am thinking that, okay, well, things may have not gone as I have planned to, but I wanted to go from Belgium in a different place anyway, so it's maybe probably for the best. Now, I came back to Romania, where it's not necessarily where I wanted to come, and maybe I would have wanted a different place, so things have not really turned out how I planned it to be, so it's maybe bad that I'm back here. But as I begin to implement this new concept, I am going to think like this: well, things are not good, things are not bad. It's where I stand now, in the present moment, exactly now. On the 23rd of December at 21:33, 9:33 p.m. in Romania, Eastern European time. And it is how I decide to move from here. What do I do? Because my life is in my hands. It's not good or bad that I'm here. It's how I make of it. It's how I decide. Having this much freedom, wow, can be mind-blowing at first because you don't know what to do with it. But it is something that you should strive to achieve as well. To me, it has been a blessing to achieve this great wisdom at the end of the year, and especially after getting an amazing live coach session on Sunday with a very spiritual woman, Bosse Davis, which I completely recommend. She has been this guru guide for 2.5 hours for me that has made me see things from a different perspective. Now, let me know what are your thoughts on this, and when it comes to showing off and about having your fears left behind you, I also recommend you visit my website roxanapopet.com and download this amazing great 7-step guide to permanently conquer your fears for an awesome, easy to put in practice and efficient exercise, the visualizing bag exercise, that is going to unblock your mind and give you the necessary amount of clarity to move forward. Let me know what you think about this topic and how is this exercise helping you. I will see you for the next video.